All right. Beginning live stream. Yes, it works. Nice. Okay, now share this with everybody else. So give me a minute. Oh, hello. You. All right, you. Do. Okay, getting this for everybody to see. Hi. Hi. Yes, I'm here. I am here. Here. Oh, hello. Oh, ZK's here. Oh, cool. Cool. So that's cool to see. All right. Okay. So that should be all right. Ain't you Arthur Morgan with the deep voice? Dutch, we're leaving the country now, Dutch? No, I don't know. I don't think I sound like him. Arthur, we need a plan. I got a plan, Arthur. Just need money. Money! So yeah, just giving this a few minutes where everybody jumps in. Just need money. And here we go. We are live. I'll copy this around a few times, so people know that we are live. So now the boys can join in. Bum, 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 bum. All right. So yeah, all right. Now we got a decent amount of followers. All right, so hello everybody, and welcome to the Nightmare Revive 2 live stream. In this live stream, we're gonna be talking about the game that I teased yesterday, the next teaser image specifically. So yeah, something exciting. This is just talking about Nightmare Revive 2 because I figured, why not? Let's sit down and just have a chat about it. Let's talk about this game, Nightmare Revive 2. Like, you know, all the versions of the game and then the last variation before we got to this one. So let's just talk about it. Let's talk about whatever you want to chat about, or any questions you have about Nightmare Revive 2 from the very first one, the old one, and then a second game. Nah. Second game. Nah. Oh my god. Yeah, come on. Damn seat. Oh, alright. And yes, I've got Plague Inc. Music in the background. The Necro virus. It's a zombie virus specifically. I think that's what it's called. Alright. So, everyone's all situated here. What do they want to chat about? Monetization. Yeah, monetization. Somebody said that. Hey, though, even though this is a different stream, I'm still EXE. There got cast. EXE that. Sonic EXE something that. Okay, look, I'm not really familiar with that. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that. Whatever. I don't even know. Sorry, I'm not interested in that. So, sorry. What's up, bro? Hey, Josh. Hey, Joshua. What's doing? What's doing? Nice. So I guess we also will chat with people for a bit. Just talk about whatever you want to talk about. Got plenty of things to share. I'm surprised that you even tease for the second game when you haven't even finished the first one. Feel like you're working over yourself. Good ending of the... Okay, I'll get to ZK in a moment. Okay, so Joshua, like I said, so the 8-bit game of Five Nightmares, the 8-bit game, that is all finished. It is ready to go. I've tested it out. At least from what I've tested, it's playable and it's beatable. So it will be released on Sunday night in my time zone. So yeah, it is ready to go. So while I finished that, I've got Nightmare Revive 2. So the second game. Okay, so back with ZK. That makes me a happy wolf. It sure does. Okay, so back with ZK saying that you feel like you're overworking yourself. Okay, ZK, hold on here for a moment. You listen here, mate. Listen. Listen here. Now, okay. I get it. From the outside view, it may seem odd. Like, why would I start with the fourth game or the second game when I haven't done the first one? Look, I get it. It looks odd, and I get that I might not be able to finish things here and there, or I start doing them and then I stop working on them. And then I think I've already mentioned this in many other live streams before, especially with the Showdown update. Now, I feel like right now, I feel more comfortable making smaller versions of these games, like, like micro versions of the games, like with using the, like the FNAF 5 rework game, like that one, for example, making a smaller version of the game, but still have all 5 nights and something like that. It's a bit of a hard thing for me to say specifically, but it's kind of like, what can I compare this to? The Halo Infinite, like, operations, the 20-tier pass. Yeah, something like that. I feel like doing something like a smaller size thing like this instead of doing something ginormous like a big game or something like that, or I don't know, something Dark Souls this and that. So when it comes to this Nightmare Revive 2, I just had this explosion of ideas when looking back at this, and then looking at the Return of Freddy's like series, for example, the one made by Tyler, and then this explosion of ideas just popped into my head, and what more can I say? I've just been motivated. Just had this, motivation to keep moving forward. Just got this self-esteem to push forward and just make this explosion of ideas for the second game. So I feel very confident, and I feel like, I could definitely do it. I could definitely make the second game. Because Nightmare Revive 2 specifically, that has like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variations of it before it was eventually cancelled. I made like, what, 5 variations? Something like that. Same with, Nightmare Revive, the HD game, and other variations. So the second one was the... Oh, hi, Ksenia. Hi. Hello. So like I said, Nightmare Revive 2 had like the most different variations before the final one when it got cancelled. And then now looking at it, I feel like this one that I'm working on right now, as it stands currently in my eyes, this is the canonical story in the Nightmare Revive, the story, the new one of the timeline. This one right here you made about the NR series. Yeah, I did. But yeah, this one right now that I'm teasing and I'm working on, this is so far the canonical like connection of the Nightmare Revive story. This one specifically. I think this version of Nightmare Revive 2 may be better than the last one. Last one does. Yeah. We got lore. Yeah. So now, yes, later on in the future, when I do the full thing, like all 5 nights, or like each night is each part of the Nightmare Revive like areas, like night 1 is NR1, night 2 is NR2, night 3 is NR3, and so on and so forth. It'll be a lot more different. The other version of NR2 would be much different than this one right now. But story-wise, this one is, like I said, the canonical story of the Nightmare Revive, well, series. In this one, at least. So there's many other ways I can interpret or think about. So, yeah. So that's the idea of this one. I've just had this, like I said, it's this explosion of ideas. And right now, I'm just very motivated to just go through this as quick as I can. Obviously not rushing or, you know, like really burn myself out. I'm not trying to do that, but like I've just been hammering this in like pretty quickly to like get all these ideas out quickly before, you know, that self-esteem just fades away. Because this is the thing I've had probably a lot. Like I make something, I have this good like self-esteem, this motivation to do it, and then one day just suddenly I just stop doing it. Not because I don't want to make it. No, I literally just can't find the motivation to do it. I don't know what else can I say. I just lose the motivation to kind of continue with it. And then the next one I do gets like, it becomes much harder for the next one to get off the ground. And so for this one, I'm just getting most of the stuff done, like the characters, the models, the environments and the layout, just get all that done first, like as fast as I can before that initial self-esteem and motivation just dies down. Yeah, at least someone agrees. Yeah, thanks, Josh. So that's what I've been doing for the past couple of days. Just get all this done right now, the models and all that. Just finish that first, and then do the gameplay. Then worry about the gameplay. So I've got the basics, the main menu done, or at least most of it, like the functionality bit where you interact with it. I've got that done. I've got some basic elements when you move in your head left and right in the office. So far, I have got the initial functions working just as a basic idea of how it will work. Okay, so now I've got that done. Any questions? Anything you want to share with the class? Anything you want to share with the class? All right. Me too, mate. Try to make a Call of Duty game and get hit with the reality of having to waste $5,000. I'm just concerned about the many projects you still have to work on. I've learned that lesson from Joshua when I had too many projects on work. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying, ZK. Like, how I work specifically, like, here's how I do these projects before one of them lights up. So when I've got like 5 Nightmares, the 8-bit game, the Showdown, which will be on the back burner, which that's on the burner mode, that'll be done much later. And I've got these 2. How I feel right now, I feel more comfortable to divert my focus. You learned. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, so I feel more comfortable to do these 2 little side projects first, and then go to the main course, which is Showdown. It's all right. No, you didn't miss out too much, mate. Hey, Danny, Daniel. God damn, I can't speak today. But yeah, so Showdown, I'm not literally canceling that because I've done so much. I've come too far to finish that. But like I said, like right now, after I literally finished the 8-bit game of 5 Nightmares, the 8-bit game, again, like I said, that will come out in the next few days. This one, I feel a lot more confident to do this one, go back to Nightmare Revive and make a little Nightmare Revive game. And then Showdown, get to that. So, yeah, that's the game plan right now. That's my plan. So that answers your question, Zombie Crew, about doing multiple Steam Fiends at once. I feel more comfortable doing these two little side projects before doing the main course, the big one, Showdown. So there's your answer from me, ZK. So, any questions? Anything you want to share with the class? After this, I might show The Office if you guys like to see that. Well, being an artist and developer when making games is not kind of easy, doesn't it? Yeah, because the thing is, I literally make all this stuff, all the things, the assets, the gameplay. I'm both an artist and a game developer. Now, there's many reasons why I do that. Can you show us the progress, or is it not done yet? Give me a sec. Hold on. We're not going to get there yet. Just one at a time, please. Okay. So, like I said, I've followed the Scott Cawthon type of like development, like make all this by yourself, both art and programming. Now, okay, look, I get it. Like having help with other people is quite nice, but I probably mentioned this in a few other live streams that if I start relying on other people to make this stuff for me, like all the art for the characters and draw it in their art style, which I'm not saying they can't do it. The problem is, for me personally, I feel like if I rely on those people to do it for me, then one day when they just leave suddenly, then I don't have any artists to finish the rest of the art. And then, yeah, I could try to copy the art and do it myself, but then there would be continuity errors with suddenly this model looks so hyper realistic, and then suddenly now it looks garbage looking, if you get what I'm saying. I remember, was it Cam or Smiler, when he was still doing FNAS a long time ago, the DLC game a long time ago. It was a couple of years ago. I remember, Cam might my art as well. Be real, not good as you. True. But yeah, I remember, like I said, Cam or Smiler, I remember he said he had an artist doing the DLC characters in the FNAS 4 DLC. There was an artist who managed to draw it just like the Cyvaps art. And he could do it too, but his art is much more different, or slightly variation to the artist he had at that time. And then he said if the artist just left all of a sudden, then, you know, he's kind of stuck, because how are you supposed to finish the game or continue working on it when the guy that's making all the art for your game just is gone all of a sudden? So that's the kind of thing I am kind of worried about, adding more people to help with the project, having more cooks in the kitchen. Again, I'm not saying it's impossible, and I'm not saying I don't want help entirely. Since I'm here, may I ask, who is that character in the teaser? All right. You know what? I will show it. I feel like now it's time I should show a few good stuff. Really get into this. Okay. Let's get into this. But yeah, like that's what I said about artists. Like, I'm not saying I don't need their help. I just feel like it would be a lot more, you know, easy for me to do it by myself in a way. Bring the good stuff, brother. All right, where is he? So the first one. Okay, where is he? Give me a sec. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Okay. So this character in the thing is our boy again. Here he is. So yeah, it's the same model from the NR1 rework. bit more, you know, TRTF4 looking. Now, of course, you know, like I said, it's the same thing from like FNAS, like NR1 and 2. Like it's the same character, just slightly more decrepit and horrifying looking, or more broken. So he's basically the same, but just more, you know, looking more, well, like I said, TRTF4 looking. Because this one is going to be a lot like TRTF4. Like I looked at that game and I thought, this could do perfectly. I could do this, put my own, like, add my own take on this. I want my man went to war. So yeah, he now has a face again. He's got his face back. Actually, where is he? Let me find him again. The other variation from the rework. Where are you? Where are you? I know he's there. Looks kind of a little damaged up in the new version, though. Hold on, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Frick, where is he? Holy, yeah, I know. Holy moly. Aha, there it is. Here he is. So, side-by-side comparison. So here's what he looks like. So here is NR1 and NR2 of the same character. Except now he has his face back. So yeah, for these kind of characters, I literally have like that split bit in the middle of his face, or at least the snout bit that actually opens up, I think. So there we go. He's a little bit more darker. Yeah, he's it looks a little bit more scary looking. But yeah, kind of like Twisted Bonnie. Yeah, sure is. He sure does look like it. Oh, I love it. I love it. He's cool. If his character's such look and implying all the shadow lights and effects for the screen teaser, well, then again, it's TRTF4. Yeah, the fourth game of the Return of Freddy's is well, reddish, more red color in a way. But yeah, I follow the tropes, and he looks more like this. And yeah, the Nightmare Revive wiki page. I'm pretty excited to see what they'll do with that wiki page, though. Now, I want to make this very clear many times before. I'm not the owner of that page. It's like a bunch of people came to that, I was told, in the previous live stream, and they decided to fix it up a bit. So those guys that are running that page, I've got some good stuff for you to see. I've got some real good stuff for Nightmare Revive 2, the new version that I'm working on right now. So, any questions? Anything you wanna ask? It's all right, take your time. Move these guys around. When is Archie Sonic going to appear? Who the frick is Archie Sonic? Archie Sonic. Dude, that is the comic book Sonic. No! No. He will not. That's a comic. A comic. brakes on. No, he will not. That's a comic Sonic. So I don't know what kind of meth are you smoking. He's too powerful. Yeah, I don't know what Dan to do whatever is smoking right now, but try it. No, that's it. Nah. You are getting the 10-second ban. 10-second. Ten-second ban. So yeah, you know what? That's it. And if he does it again, he's getting another 10-second ban. If he tries to ask for it again, nah, he's getting another 10-second ban. I don't know what's worse, a 1-minute ban or a 10-second ban. Oh, it's funny. Is NR before or after NR1 in the timeline? Oh, right. Good question. So, Nightmare Revive 2 is after the events of Nightmare Revive 1. One of the newspapers I plan to have, it says in the following lines, I haven't finalized it yet, but the newspaper says sometime after, after the events of NR1, where the fight against the red Metal Sonic, Metal Kai, or something like that, and Luigi surviving another horrifying show, and so on and so forth. This restaurant specifically, this isn't a place they're trying to open up. This is a place they're going to be putting all the robots here and then scrapping the place. The phone guy in this one would say they're going to bring all these robots here to basically demolition the place and burn it all to the ground. So Nightmare Revive 2 is all about trying to completely bury everything after all the horror shows and the incidents and many other things that's happened around the world. They decided, you know what? We need to destroy all these robots. We need to burn it all down, get rid of it, and basically bury it at this point. And so the player is, of course, Miles Tails per hour. Tails himself, he's seen better days. He's looking more scruffy. I've made him a little bit more scruffy, looking like he looks a little bit more older. And yeah, he's kind of a veteran at this point. Kind of like Henry did in FNAF 6. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, that's basically true, yeah. Like in the Pizzeria Simulator. In a way, yeah. Yeah, Tails is always like that in the EXE games, but no, this one, no, Tails isn't just gonna be thrown into it because, well, he's a crybaby. No, he's a veteran this time. He's seen better days, like seen everything. So, yeah, nah, he's ready for this horror show. Even the phone guy literally says, the fact that you're here after all these years, wow, Miles, you are a brave one. You are very brave. But I'm glad you're here anyway. I'm glad you're able to take this opportunity to keep an eye on these horror show of robots, in a way. Yeah, that's my idea for the phone guy. I've got like literally a script over here, like what lines the phone guy would say in each night. But he does say that, hey Miles, hey. It's been a while, you know, after the whole Luigi fighting that Metal Kai thing, and then Nightmare Sonic going on a rampage, and it's been crazy. And honestly, the museum place and the sister location and so on and so forth, it's been a train wreck, honestly. And now, after all this time, we've decided we're going to burn this place down. We're going to bring them all in this one place and, yeah, demolish it. We're ending this. And the fact that you're here to, watch these robots. You're brave, man. You are very brave. Anyway, glad you're here. Glad you're able to take this opportunity as the night guard for this place. Yeah, that's how I feel like the phone guy would go in night 1, I feel like, before he gives you the instructions on how to survive against these nightmarish robots. All right. You and you go. Is there going to be more than one ending, or is it just one? Or is it just one ending? Just one. I'm not sure at the moment. I do know in Return of Freddy's 4 there was specifically one ending, and that's in Night 6 where Golden Lockjaw, I think. Yeah, no, Golden Lockjaw, that's what it is, or Nightmare, something like that. But yeah, the yellow version of Lockjaw appears just before 6 a.m., jump scares you, and then Welcome to the Machine song plays, and it tells you, it gives you a little backstory about the character or something, and then it just ends in a very Tyler-ish way in the TRTF games. Who's the villain? I never asked that. So, characters that will be coming here. I do feel like NR2 could be the opportunity for Purple Sonic to make an appearance. I feel like he could actually show up as the main antagonist in this one, or something like that. I'm not sure. I am floating around the idea of Purple Sonic, where this is his opportunity to come in and be the star of the show, or at least as a Night 5 villain or something like that. But, you know, I'm not sure at the moment, but I am floating on the idea that Purple Sonic would be the star on this show, or something like that. So, anything you want to share for the class? It's all right. Take your time. I'll wait. It's all right. I will wait. And you kind of improve, kind of like a lot in your style. Yeah, I sure did improve my own style. Because, yeah, the one thing, obviously, right now, if I use the original, the old models for this game, it's not gonna look that good, honestly. So, taking the same models from the NR1 rework and repurposing it for this one, yeah, it actually looks really, really good. I like it. I like it a lot. So I feel like, yeah, I really did improve my art for this thing. Actually, I had a thought. Maybe one day we could do a collab between NR and Five Nightmares. Just a thought. Anyone specific, or are they just a random person on the this time around? Okay, so the phone guy on NR2, it's gonna be like a bunch of other people that joins in, like a bunch of co-workers and so on and so forth. Just like in TRTF4, where one guy calls you in night 1, another person calls you in night 2, and then Tyler himself in night 3 called you in TRTF4. Like twice, and then he's also like the phone guy, the instructor, just like in FNAF 3, like saying about the animatronic like spring locks. So I really do want to follow like the idea that Tyler did in TRTF 4, like having different people call in each night. And obviously my sister B, she actually said she would love to be one of the phone persons in one of the nights. Basically phone guy and then phone gal. How cool is that? Phone guy, phone gal in the Nutter Night, and then phone guy again. I think one of my friends at work also said they would be happy to voice as well the characters. One of the phone guys. I could be one of the phone guys if you want. Always happy to voice act for you. Yeah, that could be cool, Josh. I agree. Yeah. So again, that's going to be a while before I do the whole phone call thing. Like, I want to make sure the whole game is ready first before doing the phone guy and phone gal thing. That's neat, having different phone calls. Yeah. All right, so you want to see The Office? Would you like to see The Office for this one? Anybody like to see it? Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I already had dinner about a little while ago before doing the stream. Sorry. I just ate before doing this, and you're gonna die. Yeah, very yes. I'm down for it. Here we go. All right. The office is this. Literally the TRTF4 office. There's a few things I do need to add, but it's looking good so far. Do you see anything in the middle right here? Do you see anything do you recognize? Have a look down in the middle. Do you know who that is? Yes! Yes, it is! Yes, it is! That's right! You guessed it! Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It is Torture Tales. Torture Tales, the robot. Well, the head of him. And a poster of a regular Sonic. But yeah, that's right. It's him. The head, the empty head of him down there, and the arm. I legit never thought I'd see him again. I know. How cool is that? And okay, do you want to know who else is going to be joining the party? Do you want to know who it is? I'm more than happy to show you, if you would like to see it. Now I do. All right. So it's not just Torlock Sonic who's going to be joining the party. It is actually... You ready for this? It is... Here we go. This plushy boy. This guy. The Stitch Eye. That's right. Him. Yes. He is back. Torturing past. If you probably saw the teaser last night, like at the very end, that jump scare at the very end, that was him. The one with the Stitch Eye. He is back. And you can tell that he really is like a plushie with the ear that's fallen off up here, that ear. You could really see that he really is a plushie, like a stuffed up, stitched up animatronic plush. And if you look at his mouth, look carefully at his mouth right here. Can you see it? There's something different about this one if you look at his mouth. I'm sure you can see the difference right here. There's someone in there. Yes. Is that a body? Oh, yep. It is. That's the main difference here, this thing. So, the reason why it's called Tortured, well, I figured, well, literally, there's a body in there. There's somebody in there. Just like a Springtrap from FNAF 3. That's a Springlock suit. Yes, it is. This plushy Tortured Fiend is a Springlock suit. A stitched up Springlock suit. So here you go. He is going to be joining the party in Nightmare Revive 2. That was actually my original idea in one of the versions before it was cancelled. I wanted to combine Torturing Past and Nightmare Revive 2 together in a way, more like a collab type of thing. But here, they're actually together as one. They're both connected. That's right. How cool is that? Pretty cool, huh? That is the idea I absolutely love. So yes, I'm going back to the cyberpunk before cyberpunk of FNAS. Torturing past. Or at least the characters of them, at least. But yes, he is back. Pretty cool, honestly. So brutal, yeah. But yeah, it's a spring lock suit. I don't get what you're saying. You've been working behind the scenes with some messed up idea instead of... Oh, shut up. Shut up! I'm gonna be medic. Shut up! Scout, shut up! Yeah, I had to go medic on that one. Yeah, I had to go full medic because why not? The healing is not as rewarding as the hurting. But yeah, there you go. That's him. Pretty cool. Why does it feel like a lot calmer than you use? Why does this feel a lot calmer than your usual streams? Well, I don't know. There's a lot of things we can do, unless you want me to be like a crazy person or something. But yeah, I'm in such a good mood today, just sharing a lot of the stuff and talking about things. TRTF4. Yes! Like I said, yeah, it is TRTF4. Obviously, I'm going to have the monitor on the left side here, as usual. On the right side, instead of like the Steam, the lever that activates the Steam, the lever is going to be the power grid where you can shut on or off the power. My idea for that, and I'm thinking about it, one idea I had is with if Purple Sonic does make an appearance, I feel like shutting off the power would basically hinder his vision to see you because, well, robots can see in the dark regardless, but for a living organic, even if he's a clone, turning off the lights, he can't see you in the office. Obviously, wearing the mask or hiding in the vent isn't going to fool him or something like that, so turn off the lights, yeah, he can't see you. But for the robots, yeah, hide in the vent or put on the mask, something like that, yeah. I did remember in one of the builds in NR2, you had both the vent or the locker and the mask at the same time. So I'm thinking that could be a cool mechanic, having these two in here. Now, the power, I'm thinking about, yeah, obviously I'm going to remove the whole mechanic of, you know, just like literally sitting at the screen the entire time and just holding down the lever button or something like that. And just change up the gameplay for a little bit. Whoop. Yeah, there's many ideas that are just going through my head, like what I want to do with it. Yeah, there's many ideas I'm thinking about. The final one would be different, but yes. Nightmare Revive 2 is going to be TRTF4, or at least my idea on it, my take of it. But yeah, I definitely want to make a Return of Freddy's 4 fan game. And so, this is my idea. And so on and so forth. Pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, I love it. I love what I'm doing so far. Oh, Joshua's sending something to me directly. So, anything you want to share with the class? Danny, frick, Colt the Brawler. Game bringing the nostalgia back. Yeah. Oh, all right, Joshua. Huh, okay, Josh. I'm not gonna tell everyone about it, but yeah. Alright, cool, cool. That's cool, Josh. Very, very cool. I'm just gonna ask this. How did Toylock Sonic get his face back? How did he get his face back? Let me get him. Yeah, so how did he get that face back? Okay, so even though, like I said, this is the continuation after NR1, and obviously he didn't have his face, and now he does. So here's what happened with most of these robots as they were being thrown away. He didn't have his face initially when he was being picked up and thrown away to this location, the TRTF4 location in my version of it. When he was in the trash with the other robots, when he came online, because some of these robots still have their kill switch active, he was able to explore around for a bit because one of his functions was to try to find for a new face. And well, shortly after, in the piles of scrap, he actually found his face, or at least something that's close to his face. And so that's what he did. He found a replica, a perfect replica of his face, just without the golden tint or anything. And well, he reattached it to himself as best as possible. And obviously his eyes, you can see that he's slightly more different. And so yeah, he looks more TRTF4 looking, more Lockjaw looking. But yeah, he rebuilt himself in a way a little bit. Some of these robots do have, I'm pretty sure some robots do have that kind of thing, like a self-repair type of mechanism or, you know, protocol inside him. So that's what he did during that time being in this scrap pile, you know, in the building before it's going to be demolition within the coming weeks. He fixed himself up a little bit. But again, most importantly, he got his damn face back. So that's why he looks more darker. How will Golden Toylock Sonic? How will Golden Toylock Sonic? Okay, I'm a little confused by that. How will? I thought it said we. How you? Kind of a healing factor for robots. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Because, yeah, some animatronics do have, like, a self-protocol system. Kind of like in, a little bit like in Security Breach, where you can upgrade Grimrock Freddy, except he does it by himself this time without the help of Gregory, in a way. So, something like that, I think. Yeah, something like that. So that's why that's how he got his face back, at least in this version of the story. I think Phone Guy would also mention that too, I think. Because they said, like, they did try to shut some of the robots down, but of course, some of these robots, you know, by default, even if you completely pull out the battery, another one would come over and put the battery back in them or find a new one and reactivate themselves. And so, yeah, a lot of them still have the kill switch on to kill anybody. Because obviously, thanks to Nightmare Sonic or Golden Toylock Sonic, he made all the robots, at least in his possession, hostile and to kill anyone. Because, well, he was preparing for the animatronic invasion on the world. And so that's why these robots in this game still have the kill switch. They still have that murderous instinct to kill you. Because, yeah, the Phone Guy literally says some of their kill switch might still be on. So, long story short, the only way to end the nightmare is to destroy all of them at the exact same time. Yeah, so even though for the player, you got more robots coming in to get you, but lore-wise, it makes sense. Because, well, they're bringing all the robots in this one location and make sure they don't escape, of course. So that's why you are there to ensure they don't escape as Tails. Because, well, he's the smartest kid. Rebuild themselves? That sounds badass. Pretty cool, huh? But yeah, that's the idea for these robots. And obviously, story-wise, it makes sense for them to fix themselves and reactivate the other ones, even if you take out the power, like I said. So you're basically trying to... Yeah, you're trying to end the nightmare once and for all. Yep, you are indeed ending the nightmare. Now, when I say all of them, I mean all of them. So, I have one more character I want to show as a surprise. I feel like you deserve to see this. So, do you want to see this? Do you want to see this character that's also coming back into this game? Would you like to see him? I think you're gonna love this. Alright. Do you want to see him? Alright. Before I show him, I'll give you a hint who it is. Let me give you a little hint. Tails, say hi. Did you guess what I mean by that? No, not Sottles, no. Do you know who else says that? No, not Salvage. Do you know who else says that? Who says, oh, Dash, finally, he's here. He's here for the big reveal. All right. You ready for who it is? Toy Mate. Toy Mate. Toy Mate, no. And no, it's not Toy Mare. No, it's not Toy Mare. Oh my god, man. Crow jump. I'm out of ideas. All right, here we go. Fine. You know what? It is. You ready for this? It is him. Ready or not, here I come. Him. This guy. What? That's right. Fun time. Golden Sonic, or Goldie. Him for Powerpuff Girls. Bro, I thought you were gonna say hi to me. I said hi, Max. Hello. Can you do a crow jump scare? Maybe as an Easter egg. I don't know. But yeah, here he is. He is also gonna be returning. So he's seen through some shit. Okay, so he's a damaged version of him. Yeah. All right. So do you want to know why he looks like that? Well, simply put, remember in the, what was it, the FNAS 5 fan game version 2.0, that one, the Sister Location edition? Remember in one of the nights when the scooper punched him in on the side, like hit him in the head? Yeah, this version of him, the phone guy says something like, hey, Miles, you will not believe what we found in the Sister Location place. We found him, the golden one. And honestly, I'm amazed that he actually survived the scooper. His last known location was in the scooper room when he was going to be, what is it, hit by a giant spoon or something? Yeah, he survived. It's amazing. Like, even though he's like split in half in the torso, most of him is actually intact. So we've brought him here to be scrapped once and for all. So yeah, that's what the phone guy says, telling you that they actually found him. They actually found the scooper. Remember the scooper from Sister Location? The one that basically obliterated Ballora, just turned her into bits. Literally ripped her guts out, basically, the robot guts. That's what it is, the scooper. The way of the scooper. Just move out of the way for the scooper, yeah. That's why I'm shocked, yes. But yeah, that's why he has a massive, let me zoom in. That's why he's got a massive hole in this area here. His left arm's completely gone. Most of his left jaw's gone. And some parts there. But yeah, nah, he survived. Most of it. Really see the animatronic part of him. But yes, he is also making a return. Dude, dude, legit survived the scooper. That's an impressive feat. Yeah, again, like I said, the phone guy, even the phone guy's amazed that they found him alive after, you know, being scooped by the scooper. Because it seemed like it was only breaking him apart. I can't believe he lived. I know. So I figured for Nightmare Revive 2, let's bring them all back together. Let's bring them back together for this one. So there you go. Funtime Goldie, or Golden Sonic, he is back. He is back. So what do you think of that? He is back for Nightmare Revive 2. We have Torturing Past and Funtime Goldie. Though I should start a jaw collection. Well, Tails is gonna be shocked. He sure would be. He would be. He's gone through a lot of hell, hasn't he? Not from the EXE world. What is Joshua doing in here? He's supposed to touch grass. Fair point, actually. You know, that's what I did when I was down at Melbourne with Joshua last month. He's back with the milk, guys. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the milk because, well, it's a Funtime location. Robots can't use liquids or something like that because they would short circuit. But yeah, nah, he's back. He's back. So cool. Oh man, so good. So freaking good. So there you go. How cool is that? So 3 characters. Everyone is here. Yep. So how cool is that? That everybody is here. What do you think of that? I really love what I've done so far. I am very proud to show you what I've done so far with Nightmare Revive 2. This shit's about to get real. Oh yeah, it sure would be. Totally is gonna get real. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, nah, I am so excited to bring them all together in this. That's damn cool. Yeah, oh, totally. Totally. Oh, man. So good. What was the last thing I was going to say? All right, yeah. Anything you want to ask really quick before I get to my next thing I was going to say? Any questions? Any thing you want to share with the class? Class dismissed. No, not yet. No, sorry. My mistake. It's all right. Take your time. I can't think of any questions right now. We are not in school, bro. I know. It's all right. It's all good. Yes. Are you going to finish that croissant? Are you going to finish that croissant? Croissant. Oh, yawning me. Let's see. Whoa, okay, yep, does work. Alright, so let me do an example of AI. So here's what I've learned so far about the AI. So let me get this. So let me get every 1 second, insert AI's level 1. So every 1 second, we're gonna subtract or add AI timer. Now, normally what you would do in each of these, you would like duplicate these and like make them slightly faster in a way. That's what you normally do. But what I've learned, which is a much faster way, which actually saves a lot more space in ClickTeam, is add an OR command. And that is OR if the AI level is at 2, then every 0.80. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can see it. Every 0.80, the time would be like that. And then OR every 0.60. And if the AI level is 3, then do that. So you notice the difference right away, how we save a lot more space. Instead of making multiple copies of this, that would take up maybe... How does NR2 take place? Oh, give me a sec. But yeah, and then you repeat this over and over and over again. So for the AI level in NR2, this is what they will be. As an idea, each AI level would subtract the timer. Or something like that. And I'll also add if the AI timer is greater than 0. And copy that again. Greater than 0, greater than 0, greater than 0. So this is an idea to let you know how I'll be doing with the AI's timer. Now, ClickTeam, normally Scott Coven does like, what is it? Movement opportunity, yeah. Where if the number is lower than this, when it rolls a dice, if the number is greater than the AI's level, it would not move. My version would be this because I want to save a lot of space. So normally this would, by default, would have taken about 9-10 events or like that. By combining this as one whole event, you save a lot of space in code. So that's what I'm also doing with the future games and that kind of stuff with the HTML5 exporter. So this is a basic idea I want to give you to show you about what I'll do with the AI's timer. And then I'll duplicate this one with a different one. That would be the AI's kill timer. This one right here is the movement timer. And the other one would be the kill timer when they're inside the office to get you. So this is a basic idea of how this works in a way. All right, and zip. But yeah, that's a basic idea about how the AI works for my games in ClickTeam Fusion. I've really learned a lot. It's really, really amazing learning that trick, honestly. So with that, my AI would save a lot more space, because that's the cool thing I'm also learning too, because I've really learned a lot from the FNAF 5 fan game and the 8-bit game, cramming all this inside the free version of ClickTeam. Because I always look at that and I think to myself, how do I make a 20 to 30 or even just under an hour game, a FNAF game that has all 5 nights, maybe a 6th night, in the free version of ClickTeam? Because as we all know, the free version of ClickTeam is very, very limited. You have a maximum of 3 frames Within those frames, you can have a maximum of 30 objects, 150 lines of code, or events as it's called. So I look at that, so I use that as a challenge, because how can I make a big game? Like, is it possible to make a big game with this much limitations? And well, that's what I'm gonna test out with Nightmare Revive 2. I'm gonna see if I can cram all this inside the free version of ClickTeam Fusion. I'm still gonna put it on the regular version of ClickTeam, the one where you play it on the exe exporter or AXP like files, so you can just like play it as normal. But for browser computers, yeah, browser game, it works like that. And the cool thing about the HTML5 exporter, mobile users can actually play the game too. Despite not having an Android exporter or iOS thing, mobile users can actually play the free version of ClickTeam. So how cool is that? Because I've heard people that play the FNAS 5. How long did you take to learn that how to learn the code? Sorry. Okay, sorry. Let me try again. How long did it take for you to learn how to do that code? I've looked up a lot of tutorials for a long time about how to make FNAF fan games, and it took me a long while to properly do it all by myself without needing any help. Obviously, I still need help with a few things here and there, but it's super cool, honestly, like learning to do it by yourself. And now that I have mastered most of it, I feel so confident that I could actually make a TRTF4 game on the free version of ClickTeam. I can cram all this massive things in the free version for the HTML5 players, for the browser players and computer players, but still make it fun and awesome for regular people that just downloads it normally. So people that play it, yeah, get to play it for free. Obviously it's free, but I mean like the play button, just push play and then there we go, without needing to download it. It's on the browser. So how cool is that? So that's what I'm going to aim for in Nightmare Revive 2. I'm going to try to make this work in the HTML5 exporter, the free version of ClickTeam. Nice, proud of you, man. Thanks. So that is what I'm going to do with Nightmare Revive 2. So yeah, that's about it really. So any last things you want to ask before we end the stream? And obviously after showing that little trick that I've done, which would be super helpful. Honestly, that's going to be super helpful when making the AI for the game itself. So yeah, it's really handy. That's what's gonna save me from making this game, because if I just did that normally and just made like 10 copies of that, the AI movement thing, my dream of bringing it to the free HTML5 exporter will end right there. So yeah, I gotta save as much space as possible. And so far, it's looking great. Off to a very good start. So there we go. I'm basically done at this point. Amy chopsticks. Popsicle sticks. I'm gonna flick popsicle sticks in your face. That's funny. So, I think that's about it. Is everyone all good? Are we good right now? Are you satisfied? Is everyone satisfied? I think I'm all good. Nice. Well, okay. Thank you so much for joining this. Actually, I'm going to turn off the music now. There we go. Okay, that's better. So, thank you so much for joining this, and you could teach me how to code, and I could maybe, but yeah, I'm glad I was able to show this for you, show some stuff so far, and revealing characters that are going to be coming back for this game. So like I said, currently in this idea, this is canonically the continuation of Nightmare Revive. This is indeed the canonical story of NR2 so far. Again, future variations of it, like just one night of it might be different, but at least story-wise, this one is the canonical story, or in the Nightmare Revive series so far. So, yeah, I won't miss the next stream. All right, you better not dash, but I'm glad you made it regardless. So, yeah, so much awesome stuff I wanted to share and talk about. It's so great. And honestly, I'm glad I was able to share this with you guys. I love it. I'm so glad to show this to you. So, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you the next live stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think so. That sounds tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next live stream. Bye bye.